the interesting things about the IEEE International Future Energy Challenge is we've had the opportunity to kind of rotate among university sites, corporate sites, and other things. This year it's really interesting that it's being operated at Chroma in Taiwan. And it's great to be back in a true corporate setting and to be able to turn over some of the really tough tasks to the company engineers who routinely do test and measurement processes for a living, and therefore are going to give the students a real world experience in terms of how their equipment has to work and how it has to operate and how it'll be tested. So I think that's a very exciting aspect this year. The International Future Energy Challenge was founded on the basis of giving students a real world challenge and really forcing them to take the time to go through to the end result, trying to get something that actually physically works. So often we give our students we think of as complete problems, but they're not, they're partial. And in an engineering setting, the real test is taking something all the way to the end and showing that it truly is a complete solution and actually does work. That's part of the value. The value in general is taking the things you learn in the classroom, translating them into a physical laboratory and development situation and coming up with something that begins to resemble a true product. A lot of times people have to go out in industry and spend many years learning that the hard way, and it's high value to get that during one's undergraduate and graduate experience. There's two really important things about getting involved in the International Future Energy Challenge. The first one is teamwork, and really assembling that group of people, making sure that everybody is motivated and that they're working together toward a common goal. That certainly is the most important thing. But then I think the other thing that's important, and students always struggle with this, right, is how do you pace yourself? How do you make sure you're not scrambling at the last minute trying to do things? And it is true, all the teams, every year, everybody is always scrambling at the last possible moment. And you know, I can't give specific advice on how to avoid that, except make as many of the mistakes as you can, you know, as early as you can. You want to learn quickly so that you're not just struggling and scrambling at the end. You know, you got to get those priorities together. But the team aspect is by far the most important piece. We love IFEC. Well, IFEC.